Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Tanner from TanmanBaseballFan.com. Wanted to show you a few pieces of mail I got in yesterday. I didn't have a chance to actually open them yesterday, so I'm going to do it on camera today. We have 4 pieces, so I will go ahead and get to it. Hope everybody's doing well out there in YouTube land. Hope you all had some awesome mail days. Coming up first, we have triple threads. There we go. Let me open this up. It's going to be hard to catch the refraction and everything, but there it is. So as I talked about yesterday, one thing you got to be careful with on the triple threads cards is sometimes for some reason Topps wouldn't center these relic pieces properly. So sometimes, for example, with the oak at the top, it might be up a little bit. You might see just the back of the card instead of the jersey at the bottom or something, or perhaps some of the wood actually coming up to the Roy, or the oak rather. So it's kind of strange, but anyways, this one looks great. There it is again. I'm really enjoying these vertical triple thread cards from this year. So that is one. Number 2 is this. This is a 2016 Topps Archive Signature Series. It is a Jose Canseco, obviously, 1992 Topps Gold, and it is serial numbered to 8. It's 8 of 8. So this is one that I haven't seen surface yet. Yeah, I've seen the regular version surface, but not the gold one. I was actually looking on my phone on eBay during garage sailing this last Saturday, and I saw it. So yeah, I like that. It's this is my childhood right here. You know, I mean, this is 1992 Topps. Everybody knows 1992 Topps. Next one. Okay. A little bit more difficult to open up here. And this is 5-star golden graphs. There it is. The gold's kind of difficult to pick up just because it's very, very slight. So I'll try to take it out of the holder so you can see. So Topps has done a great job with these 5-star cards this year, I think. So I was kind of tired a lot of times with Topps doing 5-star and Supreme and all these others. They're just like, you know, sideways cards, just kind of a different template around, picture of whatever player it is swinging on the side or whatever, and then the signature on the side. But I really like this. I think this is probably my favorite type of 5-star so far. So that's the gold version. I've picked up a number of them. So obviously, just in typical Topps fashion, they also have not do they just have numbered to 10. Obviously, they've got numbered to 50, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and 1. So there's a whole bunch of them out there, and not just gold, but they also have silver. So there's probably, let's see, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50. So there's 7 versions. So there's actually about 14 different variations of this kind of card. So, but this is, I'm just a sucker when it comes to the different colors. So, I mean, that's just me. So anyhow, let me go ahead and make a nice little pile of everything that I've opened up so far. And we will get to the last package. The last package should have 2 cards. And yes, I was right. So the first card is this here. It's a 2006 Topps Allen Ginter X. It's a black mini. And, you know, it's kind of funny. I like first of all, I like the mini frames. I don't have too many of those. So that's kind of neat. when Allen Ginter X came out, I didn't think it was really going to be that big of a deal picking up all the variations, because it's an online exclusive, but there's so many collectors out there. So you know, I decided to hold off because there's some guys that are asking like $10 for this card. But the thing was some of them were actually selling. It's like, okay, don't worry about it. I'm just going to wait. And I kept waiting, and none of them hit eBay for a long time. So I finally was able to pick this up off outside of eBay. So it's a cool card. It's, like I said before, it's my favorite type of Allen Ginter base card. And I don't know what I think about the black version. I think it's cool. I definitely do. I think it looks better online. The actual Allen Ginter X, I think it looks better online than it does in hand. But the mini is actually really striking, though. I really like it. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. It's not a big card, but it completes my Allen Ginter X black rainbow, I guess, if you could call it that. The next one is this, and I've got a little bit of a story to go behind this here. So this is, I believe it's 2014 Topps Trajectory is what it's called. So Topps did a great job on these cards here. So because you see like a massive, let me get right there, yeah, massive jersey piece, and so it's really cool. And the neat thing is that Topps decided to put in a lot of really exciting patches in this area for a lot of cards. I have one where another version of this where the elephant logo patch is coming up from the top of this right here. So you see lots of nice green and gold and everything. So I really, really like these cards. The whole reason why I picked this up, it's interesting because on eBay about a week ago, I want to say a week ago, a little over a week ago, I saw a card like this for sale online. So starting bid 99 cents. This entire section had the elephant patch. It had it was almost like kind of like a spring training elephant patch where the elephant had sunglasses, and I've seen it before, but it took up the entire area, and I just I was just jaw-droppingly gorgeous. It was beautiful, and I was having a little bit of an issue thinking, man, how do I get this card? This is awesome. It's the best patch I've ever seen. It's the coolest patch I've ever seen. And so I did some research on it, and I noticed a few things. Number one, when it came to that type of logo, I noticed that the only time I'd ever seen it in pictures was on a green jersey. And so, I mean, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. The problem I do have with it is that I've never seen in recent memory a Topps Canseco relic card with green jersey swatches at all. They're all white. And sometimes they're gray. You know, white is home, gray is away as far as jerseys go. So I have concerns about that. I know that people swap patches a lot. They're very there's a lot of seedy people out there when it comes to cards and memorabilia. So I didn't trust it. I didn't trust it at all, because if Topps has like this massive jersey to cut up and do whatever they want with, and they've got all kinds of this green material, where are the other green swatch cards? So for me, that was pretty telling that this card was probably a fake. And I can't say for 100% sure. I did notice that on the actual scan of the card, there were some imperfections on the surface of it. So that can be indicative of there being some foul play with the card, I guess you could say. So I painfully I had to stay away from it, and it went for a lot cheaper than it probably would have had that not raised so many flags. It was a beautiful card, but all that to say, the reason for this card is I'm probably going to make my own patch card out of this, and I'm going to pause this right here because I'm going to show you another thing that I've done in the past here. Okay, I'm back. I guess I didn't have to say I'm going to pause it since there's really no wait for you in watching this video. But anyways, I did want to show you a patch swap that I've done. So this is a 2001 Sweet Spot. So you take a look at this. It's a cool card. I mean, it's neat. You take it out, it's textured on the front. There's a white jersey swatch. It's a cool card. Here's what the back looks like also. So I mean, it's okay. It's probably, $5 card or something like that. Nothing huge. What I did, I'm going to take this off of out of the sleeve here. So I did this, and this is a patch from a jersey that Jose Canseco wore when I was at his house. And so the only thing for me personally that I think is fine whenever you're doing patch swaps is, number one, that's for your own collection. Number two, that it's documented properly. So here's what the back of mine looks like. So what I have is I have a picture of the card here that I actually modified. I also have a picture of Canseco wearing the jersey that this patch is from. And on the back it also says, this is an authentic 2001 Sweet Spot baseball card that has had the originally furnished jersey piece replaced with an authentic player-worn patch taken from the jersey shown on the right. And so it's kind of neat because what I did on the top here also, it says Sweet Spot, but it says player-worn patch. And again, this is just for my collection. I have zero desire to get rid of this. But here are the two cards together. You see, it's just, I love the patch cards and I love the color that's in there. So it makes a $5 card go from it's okay to like, wow, so I love that kind of thing. Here's what the backs look like. They're very similar, but you can tell the difference. And so this card means a heck of a lot more to me just because it tells my story. It tells part of my story of how the patch came about, the card that was used and everything. And yeah, it was really neat. There's one other thing. I'll go ahead and show you the card also. This is it taken out of the holder here. So the patch. So it's a little bit thicker than the regular card. I'll show the difference here as well. I put it in a one touch, so it doesn't really matter. But as far as thickness goes, and that's typically what you'll see on a patch card versus a jersey swatch card because the patch material is thicker, so it needs to be thicker as far as the actual card itself goes. So I love this. I've done it on a few other cards. I have zero desire to do anything like this without the documentation on the back because I want to document my collection and the journey that I've gone through to get these pieces, to make these pieces. You can always go on my blog, on my website at tmbaseballfan.com. I always do write-ups of everything that I do. And so yeah, I mean, I really enjoy it. It's fun. It's a whole different section of the hobby for me. And so the last thing that I wanted to bring up, and I'll show a video of this. This was kind of a neat thing that had happened, and I had alluded to something big happening in my last video. So I was contacted by somebody named Jason Bristol from I think about 2 or 3 days ago or so. He had emailed me straight off my website. He said, "Hey Tanner, my name is Jason. I work at KHOU Channel 11 Houston News, and I saw your website and I might want to do a story on you." So he had me give him my number and we talked, and yesterday he and his camera guy came over and they did a news story on the custom cards that I do. So it was really cool. Now, one of the things, and it's funny because a couple of my friends immediately said, hey, why didn't you tell me about this beforehand? Because I didn't know if it was actually going to be a TV spot or not, which turns out it is. But also they said, what about your office? Because it's a mess, and they know me so well. I'm going to actually go ahead and show my office now. Let me show you a bit here. This, like, you can actually see the floor. So that's pretty big. So it's pretty darn clean. And so, I mean, I don't know if you've seen this or not before. I have Angry Birds things up and flying mustaches that my wife had put up. So anyways, it's not bad in here at all. It's really good. It's actually even cleaner than this from yesterday because I had thrown several things in my son's playroom. So anyways, but it was really exciting. It was really cool. They lit up this whole place like a Christmas tree. There were all kinds of lights. It turns out the actual camera that they used, they said it was a $60,000 camera that they used, which is crazy. I didn't even know such a beast existed. I mean, it goes to show you how much I know about TV and all that. But anyway, one of the things that was really neat is my wife had told me, hey, you know, you should probably make a baseball card for the news reporter. And I was like, hell, that's a good idea. So I did. I made two of them. So I made one that was regular and one that was an autographed version where he could autograph for me. So that was fantastic. That was probably one of my favorite parts of the whole thing, is whenever he saw it, I mean, he jumped out of his skin. It was really cool. It was really cool to see. I love doing that. That's one of the main reasons why I do custom cards anyways, when it comes to other people. I mean, for the most part, when I do customs, you know me, it's for my collection. Every now and then I do have people that come out and say, hey, can you do this piece for me? And I enjoy that sort of thing. But whenever I do this for somebody else, the main reason is the reaction. I love it. So this is an autograph version of the custom that I did of him. So it's loosely based off of 1990 Donruss Diamond Kings. And so one of the things I did, of course, was I put a blank piece there so he could sign on it. And it says reporter Jason Bristol at the top. And it basically, it says 1 of 1 and top elite sports reporter Jason Bristol. He's done some great work in the past. He's actually a new reporter for Houston. He actually came up from Pennsylvania, and we have a lot of friends up in Pennsylvania. We actually are pretty big in my family in playing Clash of Clans, and so a lot of our friends in Pennsylvania play in our same clan. And it was really funny because I'd ask them, I said, hey, do you all know Jason Bristol? Because he's actually going to be coming to my house tomorrow. And they go, what? Why is he coming over to your house? What's he doing in Houston? And so it's kind of a fun thing. But anyways, I will go ahead and post that news piece whenever it's done, because Jason mentioned that it's going to be on YouTube at some point as well as television. So that does it for today. So thank you all for watching. You can always shout out to me on Twitter at TanmanBBFan. My website again is tanmanbaseballfan.com, and my YouTube is, of course, youtube.com/TanmanBaseballFan. Thanks. I hope you all have a great day.